Hi, everyone. It's region weather meteorologist Matt Wentz. We have some storms out towards our west. You've got Friday evening plans. So let's get to the latest on where these storms are going, if they're going to hit us or not, and if it's going to impact your Friday evening plans. That's what we're going to get to here in a second. I just realized there's like trash bags or something at someone else's desk. I don't know what's in those, but I'm sorry for the unpleasant background. We're going to run the open. We'll let some people join. That way we can get our questions in and we can answer those and get you on your way here on this Friday evening. It's a special Friday evening edition of Region Weather Live. And welcome into the show, everybody. This will be brief because it's Friday evening and you've got plans, and that's that. So let's get to it. As always, want to thank our sponsors, Tiger Plumbing. We've got Public Service Adjusting LLC, stjudehouse.org, and Grieger's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. They get some bonus broadcasts here tonight, but they are all just wonderful local places in Northwest Indiana that do great services. So please pay them a visit. Here's what we're dealing with, everybody. And let me say hi to you guys first. Jeff's with us. Cindy, hello to you. Christina, Phoebe, you're absolutely welcome for being with you tonight. Rhonda, Rich, greetings to you. Amanda, hello. Rachel and Mark and Michael and Tara Spencer are with us. Happy Friday to you too. I hope you guys are enjoying your Friday. What a wonderful time of year. I'm telling you, I just love July. I love middle of summer. It's warm outside. I overlaid temperatures on here. Again, this is our new software. I just kind of wanted to use this. Okay, I've been geeking out with this stuff. It's good stuff, and we thank our sponsors again for making this possible. But temperatures right now, mid-80s. We were up near 90 degrees for many of you today, so it's hot. You know that. Here comes our line of storms out towards the west. I'm not expecting anything out in advance of this line. It's really this line that we'll be watching as it races towards the east. Let me not do that real quick. But in terms of, severity of this line, there's not a lot that's been severe with us so far. We've had areas of strong winds with this. I want to make this real clear off the top. This is not what we dealt with the other day back towards Chicago. Okay. The atmosphere is not structured to produce tornadoes today. We don't have a lot of shear present. What we do have is a little bit of a jet stream going through. We've got a real decent amount of instability outside. So these clouds are towering way up into the atmosphere, 40, 50,000 feet. So there's that because of the instability. But our main threat this evening is going to be damaging winds and perhaps some hail. Okay, this is not a big tornado threat this evening. Could there be one out of this line? Certainly could. Anytime you get a line of showers and thunderstorms, you can get quick spin-up tornadoes on it. But again, the atmosphere is not structured for that tonight as it was the other night when those storms went through Chicago. Okay, so I hope that helps. So here's our line right now. There are 2 severe thunderstorm warnings now. So this really just got going here just recently, but we've got severe thunderstorm warning here, another one over here as well. All of this is still well off towards our west. So in terms of anything being impacted over the next couple hours, absolutely not. So let's put a timeline on it. That way we can kind of figure this out. So they're moving east around 40 miles per hour. So we'll draw our line there. We'll extend it in Northwest Indiana. We'll do 40 on it. And here you go. We're going to have to scroll down a big list. But here is the expected timeline of this. So there's Chicago Ridge. Getting into, let's find Northwest Indiana in here. Chicago around 202 minutes. So doing the math on that, it's going to reach Chicago at about 3.5 hours, somewhere around there. So we're talking 6:30, 7:30, 8:30, 9:30, around 10-ish for Chicago. And then getting into Northwest Indiana sometime about, 10, 15, 10:30-ish as it looks right now from west to east. Boy, got to do a lot of math in a hurry on that. I hope that's accurate. But so we're talking 10 o'clock local time. So another 3 hours or so until this gets here. Okay, so we've got some time on it. What I expect it to happen is I think it'll hold together nicely. There's plenty of instability out ahead of this line. And so that'll keep this going. There's enough of a jet stream and enough shear within this to keep these going as well, where they're not going to rain themselves out. So I do think we get a line of storms through here later this evening. It could be on the strong to severe side in sections. I don't think everyone's going to see severe storms tonight, but I do think we all see heavy rain and some lightning tonight. So keep that in mind. Again, we're set up and primed for some severe weather here tonight, given our atmosphere. It's just a matter of what this line wants to do. And you can see there are pockets within this, like this whole section here has no severe weather with it whatsoever. It's just heavy rain. So we'll see, again, as that moves in. One cool feature, and then I'll answer your questions and we'll get you on your way. Let me see. Okay, I'm just reading your comments here. Drag Guy, I see you saying, is there a way to enlarge that map? This map should be full screen for you right here. I can get in. Let me get that out of here. I can get in here and zoom into this line a little bit, or zoom out if that's what you're asking for. Here we are here in Northwest Indiana right here, okay? Here's our little front as that continues to travel east. So hopefully that helps, but this should be full screen for you. And if it's not, let me know, but it should be okay. Anyway, so in terms of this line as it heads east, again, 10 o'clock, I think we'll start to keep eyes on it, and then it will advance east as we go throughout the rest of the evening, okay? The one thing I wanted to show, this is cool. We can see how high these cloud tops are, which actually tells you how strong the thunderstorm is. So we can go into Echo Tops. We'll go 3D on this. Look at this. Yeah. So we can get in here and really look at these things. We can hit play too. Isn't that trippy? I mean, this is something that, looks like it may help you weather-wise or not. I just think it's a cool feature. But some of these cloud tops are getting up, when they get up into the reds, they're anywhere from 30 to 40,000 feet. So that's a legit thunderstorm. So you can see these southern storms are more organized than these northern storms are, okay? So the part that we're going to get are these northern storms. So given the fact that there's all this cloud cover out in advance, this is a cloud shield out in advance of it, that's going to help to keep these thunderstorms. And this is why this is such a great product, as long as you can analyze it, all right, which is what I'm doing. These clouds out in advance of this main one, these are the anvil clouds. So the cloud builds up, jet stream blows that cloud out in advance of it. These clouds will likely keep this portion of the line a little bit more stable for us. So I really don't see a huge severe threat for us, but there is a severe threat this evening as these move in, but I just don't think it's going to be that widespread. And then you're dealing with, down here, you get these huge cloud tops because there's not much in advance of it. And then we'll probably see this line develop a little bit further to the south as well. Okay. So that's kind of where we stand the rest of the evening here as we look forward. Okay. So that's it. That's really all I have for you. I'll be happy to answer your questions here, and we'll join you later. I'm here all night. So, we'll join you if we need be a little bit later tonight. Okay. There you go. Melissa has a great advice there. If you're on your phone, turn it horizontally. That'll make everything full screen. I know Facebook shows it like this big. It's great. Okay. We've got a birthday in the house. Whose birthday is it? Let's see. Oh, Jeff. Oh, Cindy too. Wow. We have a double birthday tomorrow. That's awesome. Happy birthday to you both. Yeah, hopefully we get this rain out of here early. So this is going to be our main complex, but there's going to be some lingering showers and thunderstorms around tomorrow. Just can't rule it out. If you look at the entire eastern half of the country, basically from Mississippi River east, there's rain everywhere. Even under high pressure, there's rain. In this time of year, nothing is clear cut. There's a potential of rain almost every single day. Basically, our atmosphere all over the eastern half of the country turns into Florida, where there's a chance of rain every day. It's going to rain and then it'll go away. So, we can't completely rule out rain over the weekend, although, it doesn't look terrible on Sunday. Let's just say that. Okay. Jacob asked a good question. He says, is there a tornado risk? Jacob, there's a very small tornado risk with this. It's not zero, so we can't say there's not going to be one, but it's very low especially compared to the other day, the way the atmosphere was structured up towards Chicago and areas of northern Illinois. Our atmosphere the other day, I mean, we were tracking along here on the live broadcast. Our atmosphere was structured to produce tornadoes as well, but remember, we were wondering if those storms would make it this far, and thankfully they didn't, because it could have been a lot worse than that for sure. Rhonda, I'm glad you like the new features on the map. I do too. There's so much more to this. I don't want to bore you guys with it, but we've got all sorts of things on here that can give us all sorts of information, which is great. So, we've got temperatures on there now. Dew point's a good indicator of just how humid it is. You guys know it's tropical outside, but when you have dew points at 70 in Gary, at 69 in Valparaiso, 70 in Michigan City, that's some real tropical air. Stark County near Plymouth sitting at 63, that's still some tropical air around. So these are really feeding into some juicy air mass around here. And I just love seeing the 3D. I mean, we've been able to do this on a weather computer for a long time. We rarely use it. But to have it, I'm not in the weather center right now. I can have it at my desktop. I just think that's pretty cool. All right. Let's see. Jacqueline asked a good question. In Wheatfield, can I sleep tonight? I don't want to sit up and worry. I wouldn't worry, Jacqueline, about this. Again, this isn't a huge severe threat today. These are going to be moving in at a good hour or two. So 10, 11 o'clock, we're really starting to lose a lot of that oomph in the atmosphere. So our energy will be coming down a little bit. But still, we have to watch them closely because there is a decent amount of instability right now that will continue to feed these storms. And you can get pockets where you have strong winds and hail with them. But this isn't going to be a huge severe weather outbreak tonight. So I would say, yes, you can go ahead and go to sleep. Just have a way to, get warnings if that's the case, if you're going to bed early. Okay. Crafty Julie. Yeah. Sorry. I get really excited. I can't tell you how long I've been searching for something to use for these broadcasts. And this just answers all my questions. It really does. So there's that. And again, the sponsors, please support them because they support us and enabled us to get this. Yeah, Sarah, that's a great question. In terms of the severe risk tonight, again, it's same for everybody tonight. There is a severe risk. It's lower than it was the other day. Damaging winds, so strong pockets of winds within these thunderstorms, that's going to be your main threat. Some hail is going to be a threat as well. And then heavy rain and lightning, but this is going to move through pretty quickly too. Yeah, Brenda, it is. It really is. Okay, this is interesting. JK says, kiddo Sweet 16 pool party rained out tomorrow at 3. I don't think so, JK. We'll get into the modeling later. I'm not structured for that right now to look at that. But again, we'll have some lingering showers and thunderstorms around tomorrow. The more we can get out of our atmosphere tonight and push it east, I think the better setup we're going to be for tomorrow. You know what? And on top of that setup, I just praise engineering here. I got another monitor installed today, so I can actually check the modeling right now without having to interrupt the broadcast, which is great. Yeah, so JK, to answer your question, for everyone's question about our Saturday, this bulk of rain moves through tonight. A couple things linger tomorrow morning, but tomorrow is looking much better. There's still some isolated showers, maybe a rumble of thunder, but this wave is what's causing all. There's a wave of energy going through the atmosphere, and that looks to get out of here tomorrow, whereas it looked like it lingered in the earlier models. So there's that. Barb, I appreciate that. We'll use you in our next weather promo. Okay. Mark, that's a great question. So this, I already use a lot of good forecasting software, and every meteorologist uses, what they're used to using and what they think works. And I have something that already works for me. But this has great capabilities in terms of winter weather things on there. It's got the winter weather severity index, which is what I use all the time on these broadcasts. It's got, all the probabilities of snow and what that looks like. So it can give us a good read in addition to what we already have of what's going on in the atmosphere. And, I use this more for nowcasting, which is, tracking storms, tornado warnings, all that good stuff. So, we'll see. And they're going to keep adding to it, I hope. So we'll see what they add. So Don Z, thanks for joining us on our YouTube channel, by the way. Don, in terms of Valpo, we timed this out, and it's anytime after 10 for Chicago, probably 10:15, 10:30 in Lake County. So Valpo, we're talking anytime after 10:30. This could speed up a little bit. We'll see. Oftentimes when they're moving east at 40 right now, but a lot of times when you get a bunch of individual thunderstorms, which is really what this started as, and you put it into a line, it becomes kind of a different beast. It kind of breathes on its own, and it starts to pick up what we called a cold pool of air in the background. So you get lots of rain that's falling rather than little pockets of rain. And that area of heavier rain can produce colder air because it brings it down to the ground. Cold air is heavy and dense, so it likes to come out, right? It can't go in the ground, so it goes outward. And so that will often, because that cold pool is a lot bigger than it was before, that can speed up these lines. So when it forms into a line segment, kind of like we're seeing, we could see that speed pick up. So I would say, just to be safe, anytime after 10, I that's kind of my, my timeline that I would start watching things on. Okay. Let's see. That's okay. Angie, yeah, joining late. Newton County. Yeah, Angie, Newton County will get some rain from this. Severe weather is not a guarantee for anyone tonight. It would be strong winds and hail if we did get it. So we'll see. Let's see. Anything else on here? Mark Lowell is turning on the sirens in anticipation. Very good. That's good. All right. So just in recap, you're welcome, Angie. You're welcome. Someone else said thank you. I don't see it now. Maybe they didn't. Lori, yes, Moon Grove will get some rain as well. Okay, so just in summary, again, I'll probably be joining you later just to give you an update on what's going on. But in terms of this line moving in, we've still got some time. We've got lots of dry hours between now and then. Anytime after 10 o'clock, this line will be approaching. If it speeds up, I'll get on and let you know. But we're talking not severe weather for everybody. I'm not too blown away by the speed potential tonight, but we'll watch it. Damaging winds are going to be your main threat from this. I don't see a big tornado threat. This isn't structured like the other day. Hail's a possibility. Heavy rain and strong winds are the other two. Okay, so we're going to be keeping an eye on it later this evening, though. So please go enjoy your time this evening. It's hot. It's humid. It feels like July, and it's Friday. I'm the only one at work. Okay, so you guys should go play. Okay. We'll join you later if needed at 10. If not, I'll handle it with a post. Okay. But just want to give you a heads up on how our Friday evening is going to go. Okay. All right. Appreciate you guys joining us as always. Stay tuned.